having to select one per brand. How on earth am I supposed to do this? Let's try. Hello, and the warmest of welcomes to today's video. For those of you who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, fab to have you here. Those who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. Hope you enjoy my videos. I put out videos roughly 2 to 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion, slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please do head down, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm all about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrating yourself, and of course, celebrating others. So, this was a tag video. This was started by the fabulous Jerusha Couture, who of course is an absolute OG on luxury YouTube. Watched her for many, many years. Big fan, always have been. And I've seen many YouTubers take this on. Have I been tagged by anybody? No. But will I go to the opening of an envelope? Yes. So I am going to put my 2 cents in. The most recent one of these I watched, I think, was Gwenny's and Dale's, I think. But yeah, I've seen many of these. I always think it's really interesting, particularly if you have YouTubers or individuals with collections who are very loyal to particular brands. Asking them to choose is always going to be very, very difficult. And look, I am also somewhat loyal, but I do have quite a fair spread of brands. So there's a lot of bags on the floor around me. So yes, this isn't about trying to curate a collection. It's not about what makes the most sense together. This is just about what, if I look at each brand in isolation, which is the bag that I would choose. And some I only have the one piece, which makes it very easy. Others were a little bit more difficult and required a little bit more thought. And there's one that I was a tad stuck on, and I will talk to you about why. But I know which one I'm going to pick, but I thought I would share the logic about it. So, let's get started. I think there was a discussion around not including, you know, contemporary. I think to keep it short and sweet, you know, go for the high-end luxury brands only. I'm not doing that. I'm going for every brand because, as you know, I'm a volume player. I love a deal and I love to explore different brands. So, I'm not listening to that part of it. So, let's kick things off. Osprey, London. This is not a glamorous bag by any stretch of the imagination, but I have 6 or 7 of these. I also have leather bags from Osprey. This is just an amazing shopper. I use this when I take Poppy to the cattery to put all of her bits in. They're brilliant. I've had them for years and years and years. So sturdy, so hardy, so easy to use. Pool bag, beach bag, shopping bag, running errands, whatever it is that you need. Brilliant. They're about 50 quid, something like that, and they're fantastic. So we've got that. Let's do a brand that I don't think I ever hear anyone talk about, and this is Nicholas Kirkwood. And here I just have this one little Nicholas Kirkwood wristlet clutch piece. This was the 10th anniversary collection, Pac-Man, and look, it breaks a rule of mine. It's got red on it. But I thought this was nostalgia. I thought it was fun, very playful. It's a nice piece. It's still, look, it even still has the tag. It shows that I've never used it. Still has the tag in it. Nicholas Kirkwood, 10th anniversary, dust bag. Nice piece, fun, a little bit of nostalgia. Don't hear anyone talk about this brand. So it's niche, and we all know I love that. Let's do MCM. I have 2 MCM bags, the same bag in 2 variations. And the one that I went for was my cubic camouflage orange shopper in the with the PVC surround. Bright, fun, vibrant, fits so much in it. Beautiful, beautiful bag. I've realized that I'm missing one. And it's in here. Okay. Oh, I almost missed a brand there, and I actually missed a brand that, you know, a lot of people care about. So there we go. Okay, but anyway, this one, look at it. It's just great. It's fun, it's playful, it's practical, it's easy. Great bag. Happy to have this. Bought this at the Bicester outlet. Love it very much. Fabulous. Okay, the brand that I nearly forgot about. Ooh. It is Louis Vuitton. I have one Louis Vuitton bag. I have this Louis Vuitton Noe. Is it a Grand Noe? GM Noe? Vintage something Noe? Who knows? But it is in Toledo Blue, Epi Leather from 1994. Gold hardware. I mean, it's doing pretty well. Great rainy day bag. Great sort of run and go. I should use this more than I do. Problem is, it goes into another bag. I forget about it, as I have just done. So yes, I'm gonna figure out how I can keep this out so that I actually use it. But anyway, Louis Vuitton. Epi is obviously coming back, so definitely need to use that more. Let's go to Versace, and I have one Versace bag, and this I bought in December of last year. This beautiful towel tote. This is stunning. Love the crystal embellishment, love the pink. I originally wanted this in black, but it's sold out, but actually I'm really glad that I got the pink. So much personality in a bag. It's really sturdy, packs a punch, can use it with so many different looks and pieces. I have given it a nice big scratch there. I used this when I went on holiday to the UAE. I have used this for the office. I've used this to run errands. I'm not about gatekeeping bags for special occasions. It's a good piece. The only thing I don't know what to do with this is how you would clean it. I don't wonder if I could take it to a dry cleaner if I ever needed to. And it does, I mean, look, you can see like threads and stuff. But it's fabric. So, all good. Okay, let's go here next. And this is Kurt Geiger. Kurt Geiger, as I always say, is all about personality pieces for me. They have a great collection, great seasonal pieces, fun, at a really good price point. They pack a punch, and I really like that about the pieces. The one that I would have to go for is the trusty XXL flap, but I absolutely love this multicolour rainbow. I think it's absolutely stunning with the multicolour crystal detailing, silver hardware, and it's got this gorgeous pink interior. It's just a beautiful piece. So easy to use, crossbody, long shoulder, shorter shoulder. You could choose one of those clips to make it a even shorter chain if you wanted to, or tuck one of the chains in, make it more of a top handle. So there's lots of options with this particular bag. It was hard for me to choose a Kurt Geiger piece because I like a lot of them. I don't use them very much, but I like my Kurt Geiger pieces. No plans to move any of these on anytime soon. Let go of a few, not planning to let go of any more. Okay, let's do this one because this is here. And this is my Aspen of London tote. Again, I have two Aspinall bags. I have two London totes. I have the Chac Hill Blue, which is gorgeous. Then I have this Tea Rose Pebble. I would have to go for the Tea Rose Pebble. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Accessorized with this furless scarf. I need to figure out how to retie this onto the bag, but that is something for another day. I love the interior of this. It's the champagne color, white clean, so easy. This bag I have used over 100 times and it's barely showing any signs of wear. It's just a beautiful bag. I recommend this so highly. I mentioned this as an alternative to the Coach Karl, and a few people got very in their feelings about that proposal as an alternative. And to those individuals, I respect your opinion, but try it and see what you think. In the same way, I should probably try the Karl, but I don't want to. So there we go. And this channel is my opinion. So give that a go. But again, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Okay, Karl Lagerfeld. I have 3 Karl Lagerfeld bags, and the one that I would have to go for is this one. Now, this for a couple of reasons. I don't use this like I should, but I think it's fun, I think it's practical, I think it's whimsical. Without being over the top, you can turn it around and it's a very simple bag. It fits a significant amount in, and particularly now that I've changed my work laptop, I can actually use this as a work bag, which is great, without having to carry my laptop separately, which was the purpose of this bag originally. The reason that I also find this really special is upon a 1-year anniversary of a mental health milestone, a couple of my really good friends bought me a voucher for Bicester Village, just in recognition of that achievement, and I put that towards this bag. So Obviously there's a sentimental element to this as well. So yeah, it's a great piece. It's fun, it's playful, and it's got some sentimental value to it. So yeah, I think it's really nice. This always gets a compliment as well. Got the zip on the top, great rainy day bag. This would be a great bag if I was going into London for a meeting, for example. I don't worry about it whatsoever, and I don't like to worry about my bags, as you know. I don't really worry about any of them, but this one is so hardy and so easy that you definitely don't have to be concerned about it. So I do recommend looking at Karl Lagerfeld bags. For what you pay for them, I think you can do really well from them. So yes, let's do that. Another one where I only have the one, and it is Christian Louboutin, and this is my Crafty Lou tote bag. This is fun, this is playful, but it's got some practicality to it as well. I love the whimsy of it, the fact that it is designed to look like the shopping bag. This always gets a lot of compliments as well. And I've used this a couple of ways recently, so I've obviously used it as a sort of tote, but when I have just been grabbing it really quickly, I have also grabbed it and just thrown it under my arm like this, which I think is quite cool, because it looks like you are just carrying sort of a paper bag, and there's something that's fun about that and whimsical about that. So the Crafty Lou by Louboutin, good piece. Now the final brand that I only have the one bag from, and this isn't even a good representation of the bags from this brand. So, but look, I've got it, so I'll show it to you. And this is Ralph Lauren, but it's Lauren by Ralph Lauren, and it is this belt bag that I have used all of about once in the 5 years that I think I've owned it. It's not a bad piece. It would actually be quite a good SLG. It would be quite a good cable holder or something along those lines. So maybe that's what I should do with it and just use it as that. I use the belt, I don't use the bag. So not the best representation. If I was going to buy a Ralph Lauren bag anytime soon, and who knows what the future holds, I would go for a Ricky. I am beyond jealous of the fact that Jean from the channel Totes Jean is now the owner of the bright blue Ricky that Winnie BLV had. I love that bag so much. It's like the most gorgeous colour, and the Ricky is a really interesting style for me. What I would have given to own that bag. Anyway, very happy for Jean, obviously, that he owns it, and if you ever do decide to move it on, call me. Okay, so yes, so there we go. That's Ralph Lauren. Then let's go to Prada. I have 2 Prada bags, and this possibly isn't the one that you think I would choose, but I love it. And it is my Prada bi-color clutch bag, and I just think this is so pretty. I love using this bag. Absolutely love it. It's a bag that really makes me feel special when I use it, and that's what I think these high-end pieces are supposed to do. If they don't give you that feeling, I think they're wasted, because they're not the most practical, they're not the best value for money. In some instances, you can get the same look for so much less, so they have to give you this really special feeling when you use them, and this very much gives me that feeling. I absolutely love it. Love the fact that it has the 2 pockets on either side. Super practical, really easy to use. Love the interior as well, and it's just a very practical clutch bag, very well thought through. It's a beautiful, beautiful bag. So, and I love the Saffiano leather, this sort of grained leather. It works really well for me. The color is beautiful. Big fan of that. And when I'm talking about pieces that just make you feel special when you use them, I of course also have to bring out my Celine Phantom. So I have 2 Celine bags. This is my newest, and I just adore this bag. I have been using it so much, so much. I don't think there has been basically a day that has gone by since I bought it that I haven't used this bag. And I ummed and ahed about buying one for so long. Which version do I get? What do I go for? Saw this on Lots Collective, went for it, and haven't put it down since. I love it. This yellow is beautiful. It is an absolute workhorse bag for me. I throw everything in it and away I go. Normally has an organizer in it, but it's just a great piece. And I just don't worry about it. The other day, there was the biggest amount where I'd used it with blue jeans. There was the biggest amount of colour transfer on the back. I didn't even bat an eyelid. I quickly grabbed my leather cleaner and went, if this doesn't come off, so be it. It's fine. but luckily it seemed to wipe off, but I do have a photo of what that looked like. But for me, this bag is just an absolute workhorse. Really debating buying another, but the problem is, if I buy another, will that just lessen the usage of this one? Possibly so. So there we go. There's that, the Celine Phantom. And this is a Longchamp scarf that's on it, which I think goes beautifully. Love this. 3 more brands to go. Let's go to Gucci. I have 2 Gucci bags. And I am going to go for the newest Gucci bag into my collection, and it is the Dionysus. I very recently did a review of this bag, so I don't need to talk really much more about it. I think it speaks for itself. Beautiful bag, very happy with it. Very happy that I went for one of these over a Marmont, and it's beautiful. Fabulous. Then let's do Mulberry, because these are the 2 brands now, Longchamp and Mulberry, that I have the most pieces from. Mulberry was a tie between 3, and it was a tie between the Softy Clutch in acrylic green. It's a blue, but they call it acrylic green. And the reason being, I used that quite recently, and again, it just gave me that, I just loved using it and got so many compliments. And I mean, a lot of people mistook it for Bottega, and I very happily said, no, it's Mulberry, because I love Mulberry as a brand. So for me, saying, no, it's Mulberry, isn't that fabulous, was a very easy thing to say. So that was one. The orange Bayswater, stunning. And I wasn't sure about orange, and then I bought that, and oh my goodness, it's gorgeous, because it's this really cool toned orange with silver hardware, rare combination, beautiful. But the one that I have to go for, is this, my tri-colour white, green and green Bayswater. So it is this white, lawn green, forest green, silver hardware, stunning. Yes, I have to bring the accessories with it too. And you know, this is a Mulberry scarf, which I absolutely adore. And then this MCM bag charm, which was a gift from MCM. And I just love it. Stunning. And the interior. Look at the colour of the interior. Oh, because pink and green are my favourite colours, and particularly love them together. You can see that in my decor. I do pink and green a lot. So yeah, this carries on into my accessories, my clothing, my bags, all of that stuff. So my shoes, like, I love pink and green as a combination. So I think this is just fabulous. Great piece. Bayswater, heritage Bayswater. Excellent bag, superb bag. Love it. Have I used my Bayswater slightly less since I got the Phantom? Yes, but I will get that back, because they are not the same type of bag. They are for different reasons in my mind, for different purposes. They have different looks, and I really still love my Bayswaters. I've just been obsessed with the Phantom, and I've been really getting that cost per wear down on the Phantom. So at some point I'll slow and I will get back to my Bayswaters, but this is fabulous. Right, Longchamp. And this was tough, because this was a head versus heart decision, okay? Because if I was going with my head, it would be this. The Rousseau tote. Because the capacity, the practicality, the usability, the colours, the blue, the neon, the grey, the white, the bright yellow interior, this silver hardware, this is why when I talk about buying, you know, why I wouldn't buy a Neverfull, etc., I wouldn't need to, because this is that GM Neverfull to me, and I just think this palette is perfection. I love Longchamp as a brand, so I feel no need to almost upgrade for, you know, Louis Vuitton or something like that. This is just beautiful. So this would be the head decision. But this isn't about just going with, you know, your head. I have to, in this instance, go with my heart. the first bag that really made me fall in love with Longchamp, and a very special version of this particular bag to me. It is the Les Pliage, and it, in this instance, is the Les Pliage medium top handle in the colour fuchsia. I think this is stunning. The colour is gorgeous. This is very sentimental. I bought this for myself as a 6-month milestone achievement for my mental health journey. It was the first piece that I bought myself to affirm that I was on this journey, that I was making positive progress, and I love it. The confidence that I feel with this bag, the colour, it's just beautiful. It's a fabulous piece. I think the Les Pliage, in particular the medium top handle, is an incredible bag. I've used it for day, I've used it for night, I've used it for work, I've used it to run errands, I've used it for travel, I've used it for all sorts over the 5 or so years that I have owned this bag. Never looked back. Brilliant piece. I have continued to add medium top handles to my collection over the years as colours come out. I haven't bought one in a little while, but only because the colours that they've been brought out in don't really work for me. But I have a beautiful collection. I have 3 customs, 5 or 6 in the medium size. I have 1 in leather, 5 in nylon, then my 3 customs in nylon. I just think they are absolutely fabulous bags. I really can't fault them. I've talked about that many times, but this one is very sentimental. This one means a huge amount to me, and I don't use it really anymore because it is ultimately just one that I want to keep as a very positive memory. And this year will be in, goodness when, July will be 5 years of that mental health journey, and will be my 5-year milestone. For those of you who've been with me for a while, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not shy about discussing the issues that I had, because I believe that it helps me and it helps others to talk about you know, mental health and the challenges that we face. So yeah, this year will be 5 years. And this was the 6 months, so maybe I haven't owned this for quite 5 years. I think I've owned it for over 4. I remember I bought it in the John Lewis sale. I think I paid £65 for it. It holds so much more value than that £65. It's a little bit marked. It's a little bit, you know, scuffed and used, but hey, so am I. A little bit scuffed, you know, I've been through it, but still here. That's the main thing. So there we have it, everyone. Thank you so much as always for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you to Jerusha for creating it. I have really enjoyed watching all of these videos, and it's nice to see tag videos coming back around. I always think they're really good fun, and also it gives me a break from trying to think about what videos I'm going to create, because I can just do a tag, which is fabulous. So thank you so much as always for watching. Anyone who I have mentioned, I will of course pop down in the description box, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now.